Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host Newman, and today we'll be unboxing Tangerine from Mezco Toys. This 1/12 scale figure measures 6.7 inches in height. It's hand painted, sports over 30 points of articulation, and comes with over a dozen accessories. Now before we get to the unboxing, it would greatly be appreciated if you were to like this video, if you do indeed like it, and subscribe. That way you'll never miss a future unboxing. Now I bought this order as a pre-order directly from Mezco Toys. It was actually waitlisted because I was not very quick on the draw. I wasn't sure if I was going to get this action figure as it is not really based on any existing IP. Typically I buy toys that are based off of nostalgia or things that just kind of look cool. I rarely get original toys, but this looked really cool, so I decided to get it. Now typically the packaging for the Mezco figures is pretty utilitarian, at least from the figures that I've purchased from Mezco, but this packaging is fantastic. I might actually keep this. Oh, look at this. So we have a fold out right on top of the figure of Tangerine, and this is some really nice artwork. I really like it. It's definitely giving some Archer vibes with a little bit of Mike Allard and probably Darwin Cook as well. And here we have some more artwork on the inside. Look at this. This is fantastic. All right, let's go ahead and get this figure out. We got a lot of accessories in this thing, a ton. Oh my goodness. All right, but first up, let's go ahead and look at this right here, some instructions on how to put the glasses on. Okay, all right, fair enough. It seems like it would be pretty cut and dry, but it's appreciated nonetheless. Here is the certificate of authenticity from Mezco and some more artwork on the bottom of this packaging, man. All right, so let's not waste any more time. Let's go ahead and get this thing opened up. Alright, and here we have the figure in hand, and it is a beauty. The sculpt is really good, the proportions look pretty good as well. The outfit is really nice, the fabric is very, it's a very nice feel to the touch. Paint application is good on the gloves and the belts. There's a little bit of fraying on her collar. Boots are good though, boots look really nice. No issues there. Oh no, this looks fantastic. Let's get a close-up of her face. And that's that's a nice expression that they got going on there. If F around and find out was a face, this would be it. Looks really good. The sculpt of her her afro puffs are good too. I don't know if I like the haircut on the back here. It feels like maybe if I don't know. I don't like that. It should have been either a taper or just solid hair, not that cut off. That just looks weird. So head goes all the way around. It's on a ball joint, and it feels as though this is like a latex, a squishy latex. Look at that. So it looks like the neck is also on a ball joint, but it's hidden by this squishy latex. That's fantastic. Arms are solid. It feels like there's a butterfly joint in here as well. They go up pretty far, so there's a nice range of movements. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a butterfly joint in here. I think so. So double joints at the elbows, wrist goes all the way around. This double jointed elbow is good as well. Wrist goes all the way around. Let's test out the hinge on here. Mezco doesn't have the best hinges, and this one isn't any better, unfortunately. Ooh, look at that ab crunch. Okay, it's a nice twist as well, too. A nice rocker in here that really stays put. Again, all of these limbs are very squishy. All of the legs, the torso, not the arms though. Arms are hard plastic. Double joints in the knees, which are very good. We've got pretty good articulation in the ankles, better than your standard Mezco. Oh, okay, look at that. That rocker's pretty good. Yeah, overall, articulation is pretty good. Still not a fan of Mezco's hand joints at the wrist, but overall this is really good. This is excellent. This is along the lines of probably the Mezco Miles Morales Spider-Man. Alright, so next up, let's go ahead and take a look at her accessories. So we've got 2 pairs of sunglasses, some, I guess some bracelets, and another bracelet, or maybe it looks like a watch, I believe. A white watch. Actually, no, it's a white choker. My bad. Here we have an extreme amount of hands. Look at this. I'm not going to take all of these out because it's a lot. But yeah, a lot of hands to go through. Next up, we have a white harness with a gun holster. It looks pretty good. I wonder if this strap right here is movable. No, it's not. It's a solid sculpt, but it looks pretty good. It's well painted. Yeah, there you go. Next up, we have an alternate head with a full afro and a white headband and bubblegum. that's pretty cool. All right, sculpt is really good. Paint application is excellent. I actually prefer this hairstyle over the afro puffs. Yeah, everything's looking pretty good. I wonder... Yeah, so this isn't hollow. It's a solid piece of plastic for the bubblegum, which makes sense. If it was hollow, it might break. All right, next up we have another head sculpt, also with an afro. It looks like this is the same smirk that was on the original head sculpt with the afro puffs. So this might be my preferred look. I don't know. I kind of like the bubblegum one too. Both are really good. Paint application is good on this one as well. No issues. All right, so here we have a gun effect. It's a translucent plastic in yellow. Yeah, looks good. And there's a little knob on there to put in the gun. And here we have another gun effect with bullets on the end of it. And a little knob there too. Here we have a missile with... Oh, look at that. That's some nice shading on there. Some nice airbrush work. Yeah, a missile with an effect on there. Looks really good. Looks fantastic. Alright, now we have another gun effect. Has a little peg on the end. And on the other end is a bullet. Alright, pretty cool. Here we have a sniper rifle with a removable clip. I did not realize it was removable, so I didn't remove it, but it is removable. Paint application is really good. We've got a few different colors going on here. The sculpt is really nice. It feels very sturdy. It doesn't feel flimsy whatsoever. So, yeah, really nice. Here we have an automatic rifle, which is also very good in the same color scheme as the sniper rifle. And the clip is removable from the black clip. And there's a little hole in there for the effect. So let's actually test this out. And just gotta get that in there. And this is a tight fit too. But it works, so that's really good. And let's try another one just for fun. This is a little tighter. I do worry that these might break off. So, you know, there is that fear there lurking. And look, it also fits on the sniper rifle as well. Here is a rocket launcher, which looks very sci-fi, but that just might be the color scheme that's making me think that it looks sci-fi. It looks good though. Paint application is good. There's a little tiny bit of slop on the magazine, but it's nothing that you can really notice unless you're really looking close or you got an HD camera like me. I didn't even notice it until I started editing this footage. But here we go. Here we got a golden Uzi, which looks pretty cool. Now, I thought this clip was not removable because it was in so tight, but this clip is actually removable, so you can remove that clip. And here is the extra clip. Looks good. We've got a riot shield here, which is an excellent sculpt and paint application. Got some airbrushing at the bottom to give it a worn, rusted look. The handles are white, just like Tangerine's color scheme. We've got a katana, which is gold, obviously. The handle is very nice. The paint applications on that is really good. It looks like it's actually wrapped in cloth at the handle. Here is the sheath for the katana. Looks good. Nice paint application. Let's go ahead and get this sword in its sheath. And all right, perfect fit. Very satisfying. Looks good. All right, now we got a smaller package containing 2 small pistols with removable clips, the 2 extra clips, an extra magazine for the sniper rifle, extra clip for the automatic rifle, and a handgun with a rotating cylinder. That's pretty fantastic. Look at this. Pretty nice. Here is the back. It's you know, pretty much the same as the front. And there's a nice little emblem on the handle of that handgun. All right, so here we have a handbag and a orange jacket. I gotta love Mezco and their soft goods. All right, so it looks like there was like a neckerchief or something too. Let's go ahead and take a look at the handbag first. So the stitching on this is actually pretty excellent. That's quite amazing. No fraying whatsoever. It looks just like a miniature handbag. This is fantastic. Looks like there's a little bit of whatever in there. I guess I could take that out, maybe. And it seems as though there's wires in the top of the handbag so that it can close properly. Here is the jacket. All right, looks pretty good. Stitching is pretty good. I don't see any fraying of the seams anywhere, so that's always a good sign. All right, looks good. Is there a wire? No, no wire there. There's a wire in the edges of on the bottom edges though. And is there one here too? Yeah, and also right here as well. So on the edges of the jacket, but not on the collar. And here is a neckerchief, and it's a neckerchief, and it doesn't seem like it's removable, so that's just one solid sculpt. And we have a bag for all of our goodies, which I'm not going to use. Here is the arm for the stand, the posing arm. These are some of the better posing arms that I've used. They're not bad. Sometimes they get a little loose though. And here's the base. Look at that base.
Look at that base.
Fantastic. Looks really good, and it feels as though the paint is raised. There's some texture to it, so it's just not a solid paint application. Yeah, that's fantastic. Looks really good. And lastly, I nearly threw this out. This is not what you think it is. I nearly threw this out, but luckily I was reviewing my video and I saw it in the box on the video, so I was able to get it before I tossed it. And look at this. Got a little I can never remember the name of this guy, but he's like the mascot for Mezco. I always want to call him Anthony Brown. I know that's not his name, but that's what I'm going to call him. It also comes with a little boom box. Look at that. Ain't that cute? For those younger than 20, this is how we used to listen to music. No, it was not this small. It was actually about 2 feet long, and it weighed about 20 pounds. All right, let's see if I can go ahead and get this in his hand. And by the way, this figure is actually articulated. So he can move his arms, his legs, his waist, his head. That's pretty spectacular for something the size of a thumbnail. All right, so now that we have all the accessories out, let's go ahead and start having some fun. Let's start playing around with this toy. So here we have Tangerine with the Uzi and the automatic rifle. Now with the Uzi, I wasn't able to get the trigger hand with the trigger finger in there, so I had to use a basic gripping hand. Here she is with the rocket launcher. So nice good fit. Everything's looking good. Now the hand swap out, again, these aren't the best hands. It takes a little bit of work, and they're so small. They're very small, and the pegs are very small. So it takes a little bit of work. Here she is with the 2 pistols, which looks pretty good, with her handgun and her holster. We've got the alternate head with the bubblegum, which I prefer, and the glasses on, the sunglasses. Really like this look. Another great look is with the katana blade. So the sheath, there's no connection piece for the belt, but if you slip it right in, it actually stays in there pretty tight, so yay for that. Again, katana fits really well in her hand, as does the sheath for the katana blade if you want to have her taking it out of the sheath. So yeah, it looks really good. Next up, we have her coat on, which I'm not a big fan of this coat. I think it looks a little too bulky. It's alright. The blast shield is awesome though, as is the sniper rifle. And here we have another head, the one without the bubblegum, and the articulation and the balancing is very good. And lastly, we have her with her brass knuckles, which I like quite a bit. You know what? The coat actually looks a lot better if it's unbuckled and sort of swept in the wind like this, which you can do because of the wires in the coat. So I actually like this look quite a bit. Here we have that smirk on her face once again, which is fantastic. And we also have the neckerchief on here too. All right, so final thoughts. Overall, this is a fantastic figure. There are a ton of accessories that you can use to mix and match and make your definitive version of Tangerine. The sculpt is good, the paint application is good. I do really like the fact that they used a metal frame, or what feels like a metal frame, inside the figure, and then overlaid it with a squishy latex. For the most part, the soft goods are all very good. I'm not a big fan of the coat when it's closed, but when it's open, you can create some dynamic poses with it. There is a little bit of fraying on the collar, as I said before, but it's not anything that's too egregious. As far as criticisms go, I'm not a big fan of the way that her hair is cut in the back with the portrait that has the afro puffs. I don't know, again, I feel like that should have been either a taper or just a squared off box cut. Also, I'm not a big fan of the pegs for the hands. I've said this for pretty much every Mezco figure. The pegs for the hands aren't great. I really wish they would switch it up, but they seem dead set on using the same pegs over and over again. So, you know, I'm just beating a dead horse at this point. I really recommend this figure. It's great. It's fantastic. It's on the wait list right now, so it's out of stock. But if you get on that wait list, hopefully you'll be able to get one for yourself if you do want this figure. So I know there's been another delay with this review. Typically, I try to get at least 2 to 3 reviews out a week. And I know it's been kind of week to week at this point, but quite honestly, it's because these figures are getting expensive. I've actually cut back quite a bit, so I'm only really getting a couple of figures here and there for me to unbox. So yeah, you know, it is what it is. That's the world that we live in right now. I'm not going to you know, demolish my budget for these reviews because, you know, hey, I'm not getting paid for this. I'm just doing this for fun. And, you know, I've already have quite a collection already, so I don't need to keep on collecting and make my girlfriend break up with me because I'm using up all of the space in our home. That being said, I'm still going to keep doing these reviews for as long as people are watching them. And for as long as I can afford it and have the time to do it. So yeah, you're not rid of me yet. Alright, so that's gonna pretty much wrap it up. I am Rip It Open with Newman on several socials, all of which are in my profile. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Hit the bell for notifications, and I will check you later.